Hello guys and welcome to my YouTube channel. So this is my second video in which I'm going to of the T20 World Cup, which I'm going to analyze the strength and weaknesses of both the teams and get you through the probable playing 11 of both the teams. So today in today's match, which is between India and New Zealand, as you guys all know, it's a crucial game for both the teams. It's a must-win game for both the teams because both the teams have lost their first match. So basically, it's a do or die match between both the teams, and whoever wins it will will be an inch closer to the upcoming knockout stages, maybe into the finals also. Now from Group B, Pakistan have already qualified, so it becomes quite a tough competition between the rest of the teams to go to the qualification round because there are only two places. So Pakistan have already qualified in the first place as they have won 3 out of 3. Never thought Pakistan is such a good team, but in this World Cup they are performing quite well. They have won 3 out of 3 games and almost washed away the other teams in all the departments, whether it's bowling, fielding, or batting. They're a great side. They're a team to beat in this World Cup. They are looking as a giant team. They are in fact they are I found that they are the most balanced team in this tournament, and they have a great chance to lift this World Cup because they have almost all the departments covered. Never thought that India would lose against Pakistan uh, this way, because they haven't lost a single wicket and India couldn't get a single wicket. They have won by 10 wickets. Never thought of that. Never mind. uh, so now let's focus on today's match, which is India versus New Zealand. So I'm going to it's just my probable 11, which of the players I think will be playing today. So starting off with India, I think that KL Rahul and Rohit Sharma will be the opening pair because it's just a single game where they haven't performed. Haven't performed. They haven't got the start, which is very crucial in T20 games. And they have lost their wicket, and India have lost their wicket pretty quickly in the power play. So one thing that India should do in this match is that they uh, must not lose a single wicket within the power play, because if KL Rahul or Rohit Sharma, even one guy stands throughout the power play, plays throughout the power play, then they can take the game deep and they can score a lot of runs, which is good for the Indian batting lineup. So now starting off with KL Rahul and Rohit Sharma, and then comes in our captain Virat Kohli, who have performed well in the previous match. He's in good touch. I think that he's in good touch. He will perform in this match well as well. Then comes in Surya Kumar Yadav at number 4. Then comes in Rishabh Pant, our wicket keeper. Do not replace Rishabh Pant because he's been pretty good in even behind the stumps and even batting really well. I think it's absolutely clueless to drop players irrespective of one bad game, because they are playing throughout the year, right? So one bad game doesn't identify one team as a bad team or a good team. Doesn't give them the name tag, right? So this is not good in my opinion. So then comes Hardik Pandya. Mm, then comes in Hardik Pandya. I think Hardik will not be replaced by a proper batsman, whether it's Ishan Kishan or not. Um, I think Hardik Pandya will be in the playing 11 because he had that good hitting range. Where but he's not in touch. That's a different question. But I think that he will be playing in today's game. Then comes in Ravindra Jadeja. Then I have Shardul Thakur. I think you must pick Shardul Thakur in place of Bhuvaneshwar Kumar, because Bhuvaneshwar Kumar is not that guy. Recently, he has been performing well in the previous tournaments, but I don't find him that he is in quite a good form because he had not been placing the ball in the right areas. getting quick wickets, swinging the ball in both ways. So I think he must be replaced by Shardul Thakur. Then comes in Ravichandran Ashwin. India must have been thought in this change because Ravichandran Ashwin is an experienced bowler, and they have missed him a lot in the previous game. He should have been picked in the playing 11 in the previous match against Pakistan, because he's an experienced bowler. He's an experienced bowler, uh, and he knows the pitch really well. Now I have Varun Chakraborty, then Jasprit Bumrah. So this is my probable playing 11 of India. Now let's take a look at at my probable playing 11 of New Zealand. So here comes the New Zealand playing 11. So starting off with Dar Mitchell and Martin Guptill, who has been the opening pair in the previous game also. And then comes in Kane Williamson. Kane Williamson, the captain. He's a crucial batsman for the New Zealand lineup, because if you get Kane Williamson out within the first 5 or 6 balls, then you can go through their batting lineup easily. Then comes in Devon Conway. Devon Conway at number 4. Although he's an opening batsman, but according to the previous match, he has been playing at the number 4. So but they have quite a lot of openers in their playing 11, even in the squad. Then comes in Glenn Phillips, who hasn't really performed really well in this tournament, who hasn't really got the touch in this tournament. Expecting a lot of runs from him. And then comes in, because he's a quality batsman. And then comes in Tim Shepard, who is the wicketkeeper of the New Zealand side. He has also been not in a good touch recently. I haven't seen him scoring lots of runs. He has also been playing for the for KKR, for a franchise KKR, and he hasn't been part of that tournament. So I think that he is not in good touch or in good shape. Then comes in Jimmy Neesham, who will be the all-rounder of the side, a fast bowling all-rounder, left-handed batsman. And then comes in Mitchell Santner, spinner. They have 2 spinners, Mitchell Santner and Ish Shodhi. They have 2 spinners, Santner and Ish Shodhi, who will be in the playing 11. And then Trent Bolt and Tim Southee, the 2 fast bowling pairs of their New Zealand side, who have been performing really well in the recent years, even in all the formats, ODI, Test or T20 format. So they have been a go-to bowler, and I think Trent Bolt and Tim Southee will be a threat for the Indian batting batters. So in order to overcome that threat, they have to they have to play and assess the pitch accordingly, and play with great determination for the first few overs, so that they do not lose any wickets in the power play, which they have lost in the previous game. So India need to think in that department, in that phase, because they have to play with a good mindset, in the within the power play. They shouldn't lose a single wicket. Otherwise, as you guys all saw, that is very difficult for any incoming batsman, for any new batsman, to score runs in this pitches. So I think India should take a look at this. Never mind. I think India will definitely win this match, because according to me, India is a better team than New Zealand. Because I think India has all the departments covered better than New Zealand. And New Zealand, there is only 2 to 3 batsmen whom I seen to be reliable. So and another one, they have New Zealand have 2 spinners, Mitchell Santner and Ish Shodhi. Indians play spinners really well, so I think that they could overcome Mitchell Santner and Ish Shodhi, and could and try to not settle them, and to try them to not settle, and so that they change their bowling lanes and lines. So and India need to fire through the middle overs also. Need to fire through the middle overs. they need to rotate their strikes in through the middle overs, because otherwise it's very difficult for any batsman to get those boundaries. So you need to running between the wickets should be good in order to get a big total. And I think that India have an inch have an inch over the New Zealand team, and they should win this match. So that's all from my side, and that's all what I think should be a good cracker of a match. So I think that India have an upper hand in this match, uh, and let's hope for the best. Thank you guys. Thank you guys for watching this video, and I would request you to, if you like this video, then please click on the thumbs up, and do share, subscribe, and click on that bell icon so that you get notified as soon as I release a video. Hope to see you soon. Thank you. Bye.